What is up, everybody? It's your boy Cheeseburger Eddie, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the top 5 fish farms in Minecraft Bedrock and how to build them. I'm ranking these on a variety of factors such as difficulty to build, resources needed, and efficiency. Fish farms are very useful early game because you can obtain rare items that you normally wouldn't be able to have access to right away, and they're also really good for XP, so if you have it late game, they're good as well. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and let's get right into it. So the first thing you're obviously going to know is how to build a fishing rod, and that's basically 3 sticks, 2 pieces of string, you're good to go. But also, I recommend having these enchanted items if possible because it'll increase the efficiency of your fishing rod as well as just making everything go a little bit smoother. Luck of the C3, lure 3 if you can, and obviously unbreaking. Mending is optional, but with some of these farms, we don't even need it. So here's the first farm, and this is my number 1. The reason why that is the case is because it's so simple to build. It has the lava, which will make sure that the durability does not go down on our fishing rod, and it's just very easy to make. So basically all you're going to need to make this farm is exactly right here: 3 chests, a hopper, minecart with the hopper, 2 rails, 4 trapdoors, bucket of water, bucket of cod or salmon, lava, oak signs, and a name tag. And then obviously you want some extra blocks just in case. So let's go over how to build this thing. So the first step is putting down a chest with signs on the front and on the 2 sides. So go ahead and crouch, place your signs like so, and then you're going to want to get your trap doors out. Now the trap doors, you're going to go in the back side of the chest and basically have them all pointed towards the middle block behind the chest. Go ahead and raise them up, get your bucket of water out, splash it on the ground, and it should look just like that. Go ahead and put a fish, it's got to be cod or salmon, in there, name tag that fish, and you are good to go on this first step. Now next, we're going to go ahead and dig down 4 blocks right in front of the chest. Dig out the 4 blocks next to you like so, and then go ahead and just dig out some area for you to have some working space. You want to basically be underneath the chest, 2 blocks behind, and put that double chest right below where your chest is above. Put a hopper pointed into it, a temporary block next to that hopper, a railing on top of both blocks like so, and then delete that temporary block and the railing next to it. Put your minecart with the hopper on top of the rail, destroy the rail, and then just fill up all this area. The reason why we had to do that is because it's the only way to put the sign down next to the minecart with the hopper. So with that being said, get your sign out, put it on the block next to your minecart with the hopper. That'll make sure that the lava stays suspended and doesn't destroy the rest of your farm. So go ahead and put the lava down once you fill up everything else, and your farm is pretty much complete. It's done. Now we just got to dig down to our chest, and I put an extra block here so you can just destroy this block, and that lava should stay suspended because we have that sign down correctly. So now you can open your chest, just dig yourself out a little pathway, and farm number 1 is complete. Now the last thing that I forgot to do earlier on is go ahead and waterlog your chest by crouching and just putting water bucket on the corner of it. And now if you just right click on that sign or just cast your fishing rod onto the sign, it should go ahead and catch the items, and once you reel it back in, you will basically have everything go collect into your chest down below. And this was actually pretty insane because I got 3 really good enchanted books along with a name tag within about 10 minutes of fishing. This is not an auto clicker farm, so we have those later on in the list. So number 2 on our list is this farm right here. As you can see by the materials, it's pretty similar in regards to the resources needed. It's pretty simple to make. The only reason why I have it at number 2 is because of the amount of water buckets you're gonna have to use. Now, if you get yourself an endless source of water, which is very simple, it's not that big of a deal. But the first thing you gotta do is build yourself a 7x7 frame on the ground like so with any blocks, and then build up 5 blocks high. So once you're complete, it should look just like this. On one corner, you're gonna wanna go ahead and destroy a block, put a chest down, and now you have to waterlog every block in the middle here, every block inside of here. So every layer's gotta be waterlogged, and that's the only annoying part. So now where you put your chest, go ahead and put a sign in front of it. You're gonna wanna end up waterlogging that in a moment, but we're not gonna do that yet. Put a fish in here, name tag it like we did before, and now the farm is pretty much done. We just have to get our capture system. So like I said, waterlog this chest, and now we're gonna go and get our capture system right below. So right on the edge, put a double chest, put a hopper point into that chest. Same thing earlier, get a temporary block right next to it with a rail on both blocks. Put your minecart with the hopper on top of that rail, and then you got to destroy that rail so it sinks down. Now we have to put some blocks around it so we can entrap it, or I I guess, encapsulate it. I don't know what I'm even talking about at this point. But put some blocks around like this, and then put a slab on this side right here so that you can keep opening your chest, or you could use a glass block. Now on one of the blocks next to the minecart with the hopper, put a sign just so your lava stays suspended, and then put one block higher just so you don't end up, getting any problems or any situations taking place later on. Build yourself a staircase, and your farm is complete. Now, you can put stairs on top of this thing, and I know the creator of this farm, JCPlayz, if I'm not mistaken, puts a little slab system up here so you don't have to worry about falling in, but just stay cautious and careful, and you won't have that issue. So now, all you gotta do is the same thing. Go ahead and cast your rod out onto that sign, and then it should capture all of the items, reel them in, put them into your capture system down below, and as you can see, after a couple moments, this is what we've got. Working farm is great. Moving right along to number 3 on the list is a super simple one with minimal amounts of resources needed to make it. The biggest thing with this farm is this is our first auto-clickable farm. So if you have an auto-clicker, you can definitely use it in this farm. So what you're going to do is put 2 chests down, hopper into the chest, fence post, weighted pressure plate. Go ahead and waterlog the fence post. It should fall into the hole to the left. Put a note block on this one right here, and then get an iron trapdoor, not on this spot, but right here. So you want to put a temporary block on top, and then put it right in front of it, and your farm is done. Now all you have to do is cast your fishing rod into the spot right here, which is basically the fence post. Not there. You want to do the fence post, and once you cast your rod onto the fence post, it should raise the trapdoor, and everything should work perfectly fine. Now again, if you have an auto clicker, you can sit here and keep going. But if you want to do it manually, it obviously works just as well. You just have to sit around and wait for it to actually go under the water. So anyways, that is our farm number 3. Next one on the list is, again, a very simple build. All the materials, as you can see, are very easily to obtain. So what we're going to do for this one is pretty similar to the last, but we're going to go ahead and put our double chest above ground like so. A hopper pointed into that chest. Go ahead and put a fence post into there with a oak wood trapdoor this time. 3 blocks stacked up high like this. Destroy that middle block. Put a chest in there facing the front with signs on all sides except the front, and then waterlog that chest, and this farm is complete. Now all you will need to do to make this farm work is you will have to jump right up on top of the chest, aim your fishing rod to the block up top, cast it out. It should go into the water, float for a while, and once it actually captures something, if you have an auto clicker, it'll obviously capture on itself, but if you're doing it manually, you just have to reel it back in and your item should show up pretty easily. Last farm on our list is this one's a little bit more complex in terms of needing, some different things such as tripwire hooks, but still a relatively easy farm to make. So let's go ahead and do a block dug down like so, with a piston facing straight up, and then right in front of that block, go ahead and put a double chest with a hopper pointed into it, a slab on top of that hopper, and then you're going to want to dig out a block right here, bucket of water in the block behind it so it should flow in, and then you want 2 temporary blocks right here with a note block on top of the water source right there. Everything's looking good, and now you want to go ahead and put block here, and you want to make it 2 blocks high so you can destroy those bottom blocks, and then put your tripwire hooks on each end, and then you want to go ahead and put that string on there, but you want to make sure you have a block down here as well so you can connect your redstone. 3 pieces of redstone are needed. Once you put your string here, you are all set to go. All you have to do for this farm is stand on the piston, go ahead and cast out your fishing rod onto the block behind the water source, and it should float, catch on the string. And again, if you have an auto clicker, this farm works really well. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, if you enjoyed all the farms that you've seen today, if you want to see any of them more in depth, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and we will see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.